As a sports card collector, I feel fortunate to exist in the time and place that I do. There are several small card shops where I'm located. The Renaissance Convention Center in Schaumburg has a monthly card show. The Dallas Card Show shows up there a couple of times a year. And the Chicago Sports Spectacular is at the Donald E. Stephens Convention Center. And that's where I'm headed today, to Rosemont, Illinois, for the National. Now, if you don't know what the National is, well,
it's either your first day on the job or you haven't been paying attention.
I knew it was going to be busy. Coming off the expressway, the road was absolutely packed. And here's my favorite part, pulling into a parking garage and paying $15 to put my car somewhere for a few hours. If you've ever been to the Donald E. Stephens Convention Center, you know that it is a very long walk from the garage to the convention center floor. I had to speed this part up because it took me about 15 minutes to walk there. This is right before the doors open. Look at that line. It is down the block. Incredible. Here's another long walk up to the ticket booth, but this is a walk I didn't mind making. And the $30 to get in on site, well, I guess that's not so bad. But with that taken care of, let's get into the show.
All right, we made it. We're at the National 2025 in Rosemont. We are about half an hour early, so we are waiting for all the booths and space to open. What exactly are we looking for today? Today we are going to try to find the cheapest, waxiest, junkiest stuff we can find to rip on the channel. For my personal collection, I want some Pete Crow Armstrong. He's been having a hell of a year. Cubs are doing pretty good. I'd like to pick up a couple of his cards, put them in my collection. I also want to get something kind of special for you guys for 1,000 subs. We're making that push. We're very close. So while we're waiting out here, why don't you hit that like button, subscribe, because on this channel we open up 2 junk wax error packs at least every single day. And we do a lot of other crazy stuff and fun things in between. So, all right, we're waiting to get in the National. The lines are starting to get long, so I'm gonna go and I'll show you what we can find.
I gotta say, from the moment I hit the floor, I was a little overwhelmed. There were so many people, so many booths, so much going on all at once. But this is something I like at the National. There were plenty of booths like this. Old vintage sporting equipment, pennants, golf, basketball, darts. It's good to see a display like this put together so well.
All right, guys, it looks like I'm gonna make my first purchase. We got some junky, waxy stuff here. All right, well, we got 40 packs in there. Let's go on to the next.
Maybe it was because I was coming at the end of the show, but I did have a little trouble finding just loose packs of junk wax cards.
Looks like we found some more good stuff.
Maybe it was because I was a little late getting to the convention this year. Maybe I just didn't look hard enough, but I couldn't find too many junk wax packs. Most of them were in boxes, most of them BBCE sealed, but I did find a couple of very special packs to open for you guys at 1,000 subs. Hope you're ready. As the day wore on, I found myself walking up and down the aisles, and I did find one last thing, one last pack. This 1982 Topps Rack Pack, the gentleman was nice enough to allow me to open it on site. That video is coming out soon, but then it was time to go.
All right, that's it. I call that a successful show. Now it's time for the long walk back to the car, and then I'll show you what I got. Okay, here it is. This is my haul from this year's National. If you recall at the beginning of the video, I said I wanted to find a couple of Pete Crow Armstrong cards. I was able to find these too. I think it's because I wasn't able to make it out to the National until the 4th day. So everything's probably been picked over. So I'm probably gonna have to get more on eBay or whatnot if I want to put some more of these cards in my collection. It was $5 and $3 for these cards, $8 total. That wasn't too bad. I did say I wanted to find some of the cheapest, junkiest, and waxiest cards that you could find, and I had no problem finding any of that. We're gonna rip all of this on the channel in the near future, but look, we got 89 Donruss, 1990 Fleer, 1991 Bowman, we got 92 Fleer Ultra, going back to 88 Fleer, 87 Fleer. We got some Fleer Ultra football from 1991, Series 1 in that Stadium Club baseball back there. I did pick up a few higher end packs, lower high end packs. 1989 Fleer basketball. We've got about a dozen packs of the 87 Topps football, looking for a second year Jerry Rice. I do have a half dozen packs of 1993 Bowman baseball, looking for a Derek Jeter rookie card. And then I also said that I wanted to get something special for when we cross over that 1,000 subscriber mark, and I didn't get just one, I got 2 special packs for when we do that. So when we hit 1,000 subscribers, we are going to open up a couple of packs from my birth year. I got this 1979 Topps football, and I have a 1979 Topps basketball pack. I did talk to the gentleman who was selling these, who assured me that they are genuine, authentic, and not resealed. I did take the time to look at the roller marks. The roller marks do appear to cross the crease. So I do believe that these are authentic and not resealed. And I'm gonna have a lot of fun when we open these, but we gotta get to 1,000 subscribers first. So with all that said, do go ahead and like this video, hit that subscribe button, and when we get to 1,000, we're gonna open up those 2 1979 packs, and in the meantime, we're gonna be ripping through all of these and see if we can find anything decent in them. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you next time.